I can just bring you some breaking news. We have up until this moment not known whether those strikes have hit him, but the AFP, a news agency, says the Israel army says Hezbollah chief Nasrallah, quote, eliminated in Beirut strike. So that confirmation coming through just in the last few moments as we were taking a look at the history of the man, and Israel just saying via AFP news agency. The army there saying that the Hezbollah chief Nasrallah has been, quote, eliminated in a strike in Beirut. Our correspondent, John Donison, is in Jerusalem, and John, just getting this breaking news just in the last few minutes there about the leader.
Yeah, and it's not just from AFP. We've just had a statement from the Israeli military put out on X saying, Hassan Nasrallah will no longer be able to terrorize the world as they had, so that would seem to be confirmation that the leader of Hezbollah has been killed. Now throughout this period of escalation, over the last few months, I think Israel has been making the calculation that Iran, who of course backs Hezbollah, is not ready to get involved directly in this conflict in AF scale. Regional war, well, the assassination of Hassan Nasrallah is going to put that theory to the test.
And just remind us the significance here, the potential implications of this moment, John.
Well, it would be a huge moment. We know that over the last few weeks, Israel has managed to eliminate very senior military commanders within Hezbollah in a series of strikes, but by taking out the leader of the group who's been in power of Hezbollah for several decades. I mean, this is a huge moment, and as I say, the significance really is, where does this lead us? Because Hezbollah funded backed by, set up by Iran to oppose Israel, and now to have its leader taken out. Iran is going to be under enormous pressure to respond.
Okay, John, thank you very much for that. Just want to head straight now. Live to Bay Hugo Bashir is there for us. Hugo, we had these reports that he had been targeted, that Hassan Nasrallah had been targeted, but until a few minutes ago we had no confirmation as to what it actually happened. Now we have that confirmation from the Israel our military that he has been killed.
Exactly, and as John was saying, this is a significant moment because Hassan Nasrallah, the powerful leader of Hezbollah, had been leading the group for decades, and it was highly influential, and had been leading, these attacks, these Hezbollah response to what was happening in Gaza. And the fear here in Lebanon has always been that this country would end up being dragged into a conflict with Israel, a wider conflict that could have unpredictable and catastrophic consequences for this country, and it seems that this is exactly what's happening now. We're seeing that the Israeli military is carrying out a wide offensive against Hezbollah with widespread airstrikes, and now killing the head of the group. So what the Israeli military will see as a very successful operation in degrading Hezbollah, in weakening Hezbollah, which is a powerful organization. It's always been seen by the Israeli military is much more powerful than Hamas. It is a group that has tens of thousands of rockets, including precision-guided missiles that can strike deep inside Israel, and the Israeli military has been trying to weaken Hezbollah to destroy some of the infrastructure that has been used by the group, and I think the indications are that this operation is going to continue after killing Hassan Nasrallah, to try to degrade Hezbollah and weaken the group so it no longer poses a threat to Israel and all the residents of northern Israel.
And Hugo, just talk us through a few. Can what we know about the specific strikes here that are believed to have killed him?
Well, it was a massive strike last night it was the most powerful strike that hit Beirut. In this conflict we could actually hear the strike from here, in downtown Beirut, which is about 6 and 7 km from D, which is Hezbollah stronghold in southern Beirut, and obviously there was a lot of panic there, was chaos last night in D. I was in D right after the attack, and crowds of people were trying to leave D, and let me give you a sense of what's happening here right now. This is Mar Square in central Beirut, and hundreds of people are here. They spend the night here after leaving D. Here, as you can see, lots of families here, women, children. A lot of people could only bring some bags and rucksacks with some belongings after fleeing their houses during those Israeli air strikes last night and also overnight, and this morning there were more warnings by the Israeli military that urging residents to evacuate certain parts of D that, according to the Israeli military, are near facilities that have been used by Hezbollah. The Israeli military accusing Hezbollah of hiding weapons facilities under civilian building, so the indication that these Israeli airstrikes are going to continue. Hezbollah, in a statement overnight, denied that it was using those residential areas to hide weapons. But, again, the accusation, the claim by the Israeli military is that Hezbollah has been using the civilian population as human shields. But as you can see, this is, the impact on the population. Tents have been set up here, and again, this is putting a lot of pressure on the Lebanese authorities, who are struggling to cope with the sheer number of casualties from these Israeli air strikes, and also with tens of thousands of people who've been displaced because of this conflict. Thanks for watching this video.